the evolution of ethanol. That's John's World this week.
Our market analysts haven't been as much fun as usual lately, although grain producers have quietly marveled for months at the relative strength of prices. Given the ample carryover figures for most crops, this spring's brisk planting start has shifted the anticipation of those supply numbers. So much so, the growers are watching with the increasing dryness with mixed emotion. Drought is a lamentable price lifter, although we prefer it would be anywhere but our farm. These anxieties are also based on unexciting demand projections. No sector is more uneasy than the ethanol industry. One reason is gasoline demand, which directly determines ethanol use. It may have peaked in the U.S. In fact, we're back to using the same amount as 2 decades ago. Ordinarily, gas demand drops because people don't drive as many miles, and the recession and COVID certainly affected the miles driven. But the gas decline from 21 to 22, while small, occurred while people drove more. The biggest reason is the steady requirement to improve engine mileage. The mileage boosts were mandated, but let's face it, what manufacturer or consumer is going to go back to the gas guzzler? Those of us who remember single-digit mileage pickups have been hooked on better economy, along with a myriad of other engine advances, including more horsepower. This trend took a long time to show up, as more efficient vehicles methodically but slowly replaced guzzlers in our national fleet. The turnover averages about 7 to 8% per year. As you can see, real-world mileage reinforces the price sticker numbers, which consumers tend to discount. Note the slope of the curves and the lack of indication of trend change. By the way, I have no idea what's up with minivans, however, too many USB outlets, I'd guess. Analysts at Wall Street, from whom I shamelessly borrowed these graphs, believe we're seeing the first hint of an EV effect on gasoline consumption. Gasoline sales have likely peaked, while annual EV sales of all kinds are up 7% nationally from essentially zero just a few years ago. The other clue is electricity sales have nudged above a 15-year plateau at the same time. Now, to be sure, other factors contribute to this: crypto mining and climate change air conditioning demand for two. However, early monthly numbers for 2023 don't show any sign of gas sales ramping up, and mileage driven are about the same. Ethanol's mandate fundamentally changed Midwest agriculture. It could do that again, but in a very different way.
Thanks, John. Well, we need to take a quick break, and then we don't have to travel too far for Tractor Tales this week. Machinery Pete gives us a look at a farm all from right here in Iowa. Tractor Tales is next.